A 220-pound cougar just launched itself 40 feet across a canyon to crush an elk's spine in one bite. But wait until you see what a snow leopard can do with a 50-foot leap straight down a cliff face. Two mountain predators, both evolved to kill in the world's most extreme terrain, but with completely opposite strategies. I'm Patrick from Speculative Science, and today we're answering the question that's been burning up wildlife forums. Which mountain ghost would dominate? The versatile American phantom or the high-altitude Asian assassin? The biology behind their hunting power will absolutely blow your mind. First, let's understand these amazing cats. The cougar is actually the largest member of the small cat subfamily Felinae. They're technically not big cats because they can't roar, but they purr like massive house cats. They migrated to the Americas around 8 million years ago and survived the Ice Age extinctions that wiped out saber-toothed cats. The snow leopard is fascinating. They're considered a big cat in common terms, but genetically they're unique. Unlike lions or tigers, they can't roar either. But they've mastered high-altitude life like no other cat. They make incredible chuffing sounds and other vocalizations that echo through mountain valleys. Here's what I find remarkable. Cougars are the ultimate generalists, thriving everywhere from Florida swamps to Rocky Mountain peaks. Snow leopards are extreme specialists, living only above 9,000 feet in some of the world's harshest terrain. These evolutionary paths shaped everything about how they hunt and survive. Let's break down their impressive physical stats. Male cougars can reach 220 pounds and measure over 8 feet long, including their tail. They're pure muscle built for explosive power. Those hindquarters are absolutely massive, giving them incredible leaping ability up to 40 feet horizontally. Snow leopards are smaller, but incredibly dense with muscle. Males typically max out around 120 pounds, but don't let that fool you. They're pound-for-pound powerhouses. Their bodies are perfectly designed for their environment with stocky builds, massive paws that work like snowshoes, and those incredible long tails for balance. But here's the key difference. Cougars are built for varied terrain and explosive ambushes. Snow leopards are specialized for vertical leaping and maintaining balance on impossible cliff faces. It's like comparing a versatile sports car to a specialized mountain climbing machine. Their hunting styles reveal their evolutionary genius. Cougars are ambush masters who use stealth and explosive power. They stalk prey using cover, then launch devastating attacks with precise neck bites that sever the spinal cord. They regularly take down elk weighing 700 plus pounds and can even target bear cubs when the opportunity arises. That's incredible hunting versatility. Snow leopards have developed an entirely different strategy. They're pursuit hunters who use their terrain advantage, literally jumping down mountainsides to catch prey. They can leap 50 feet across chasms and use their long tail like a tightrope walker's pole for perfect balance. What's really interesting is their prey choices. Cougars are opportunistic. Deer, elk, smaller mammals, and occasionally young bears. Snow leopards are specialists targeting blue sheep, ibex, and other mountain ungulates. This specialization makes them incredibly efficient in their environment, but less adaptable overall. Let's be honest about their strengths and limitations. The cougar's biggest advantage is versatility. They adapt to almost any habitat and prey type. Their size gives them raw power, and their athletic ability is off the charts. They can sprint 50 miles per hour in bursts and climb trees like oversized house cats. But their weakness? They lack specialized adaptations for extreme environments. In deep snow or at high altitude, they struggle compared to specialists. The snow leopard's strength is incredible specialization. Those huge paws distribute weight perfectly on snow. Their enlarged nasal passages warm frigid air, and their fur is so dense they can survive minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit temperatures. They're literally built for conditions that would kill most animals. Their weakness? Limited adaptability. Take them out of their mountain environment and they lose most of their advantages. Plus, their small population size makes them vulnerable to environmental changes. Now for the big question, if these mountain masters ever met, what would happen? Remember, this is purely educational speculation based on their biology. In forested foothills or mixed terrain, I'd give the edge to the cougar. Their size advantage, explosive power, and adaptability would be decisive. They have experience fighting various predators, and their 220-pound frame carries serious momentum. But move the encounter to high-altitude, rocky terrain. The snow leopard. The snow leopard transforms into something else entirely. Their superior agility, perfect balance, and ability to leap impossible distances would make them nearly untouchable. The cougar would struggle with footing while the snow leopard dances across cliff faces. In neutral terrain, say a rocky canyon, at moderate elevation, it becomes incredibly close. The cougar's size and power versus the snow leopard's agility and specialized combat experience with cliff-dwelling prey. Honestly, it would probably come down to who gets the better position first. Here's what really matters though. Both these incredible cats face serious challenges in the wild. Cougars deal with habitat fragmentation and human conflicts, especially as we build into their territories. They're actually doing better than many big cats, but local populations are still at risk. Snow leopards are in much more danger. They're classified as vulnerable with only 4,000 to 6,500 left in the wild. Climate change is shrinking their habitat, and human-wildlife conflict in remote mountain communities creates additional pressure. But here's how you can help. Organizations like the Snow Leopard Trust and the Cougar Fund are doing incredible work on the ground. Supporting them makes a real difference in protecting these amazing predators in the wild spaces they need to survive. 2 incredible evolutionary solutions to mountain living: the versatile generalist versus the extreme specialist. The cougar shows us how adaptability can conquer vast territories, while the snow leopard proves that perfect specialization can master the impossible. Which approach impresses you more? And if you enjoyed this deep dive into mountain predators, you should definitely check out our previous video comparing tigers to polar bears. That one was absolutely wild. Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button if this got you thinking, and subscribe for more speculative science adventures. Until next time, keep exploring.